streaming. We should be live, and markets will be open in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So we'll see if we can actually get everything going. Now, I didn't really see anything pre-market, so that's fine. We have UCL. UCL is gapping up a lot. I believe around 43%. We have a downtrend that we could break, and we are not getting that explosive movement. Now with UCL, I'm not seeing any news. Not seeing any news. So that's definitely one that we're not going to focus on. It closed yesterday at 148, ran all the way up to 356, now sitting at $2. So where could this go? We obviously have some strong support at like 199, $2. Break that level, we have room back up to 240 to 250. And then these previous highs, pre-market highs. And then if we break that, honestly, we have room back up to 440 or 4, and then 450, and then 5. Natural psychology level, or just natural levels. So if it does break below 2, I'm not looking to hold this. Then we also have ESGC. A reverse stock split. Not a huge fan of that. And we have VLDR. VLDR. Let's go and look at it. VLDR. Stock slip. Think about buying stock in Chegg, Louisiana Pacific Corporation, Harley Davidson, or MindMed. Amazon deal has shares of Loudart making soar. So Amazon deal. That's what it is. So I really don't want to. I really want to stay above this level, above the 200 SMA on the 5-minute. That would be ideal. Hold this low, and we can continue higher. We do have a downtrend that we could break. Not really the best downtrend, but I would like to break it. We would have room back up to 558, potentially even 626. Break that level. We have room up to these pre-market highs. I mean, honestly, room up to $7 and 750, 760. Break above that level. I mean, I could really see us back up to $8, 850 for VLDR. Again, we're just kind of sitting on our hands waiting for the right opportunity. We're not going to jump in anything just yet because I really don't see anything. I didn't pop in earlier. I just hopped down to my computer. Didn't go to the gym this morning. Didn't really trade this morning because I'm slowly moving away from pre-market trading. I don't want to trade pre-market. I want to trade where there's volume. I want to trade where there's patterns. I want to trade. I really like halt strategies. Halt strategies are one of my favorite. We have the momentum scanners that allow us to see when something's moving. So that is definitely one that I like to keep on watch. And SOPA. SOPA. Oh, gapped up. What's the news? It's Benzinga's top stocks to watch. Nice head and shoulders pattern. Not liking it. If it breaks below this low, did not want to make that a timestamp. Breaks below this low with the 200 SMA around 410. I think we're going to come down much lower. So I'm not a huge fan of SOPA. Give me 1 second. And we're live. Woo. Yes, sir. Here we go. Oh, we got really nothing else that we're watching. What's going on UCL? Not really looking for anything at the moment. Just kind of waiting, sitting on our hands. Josh is watching NVCT. in VCT. I don't really see it on our scanners, so it's not gapping up. We have SOPA. I'm going to go ahead and mark that. There was a nice washout off the 200. Catch a nice 10 cents there. I need to customize this. Give me a sec. Then we have SOPA, a really nice bounce. We have VLDR, RSI, very, very oversold. Maybe catch a nice, you could possibly catch a nice bounce back up to off 450. Off 450, look for a nice bounce. RSI is really low at 1759. RSI is really low. You missed it, missed the opportunity. Could have caught maybe 10 cents there or so. You guys could like the stream on TikTok. Do that. TikTok pushes the stream more. I'd really appreciate it. Could have a nice bounce here. Or just an indecision. I mean, anything can happen here. We broke above the top. Might have room back higher. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to scalp at the bottom for VLDR. That RSI was very, very low. UCLA or UCL. We have eyes. Eyes absolutely ripping. Nothing's halted yet. Nothing's halted yet. Merge. All right, all right, all right. This is some good news. We're coming into a nice 50-day moving average. So there was the bounce. Looks like we might head lower. There was a nice double bottom potentially on the tick chart. We'll see if we can continue higher or if we're going to break lower. I honestly think we're going to break lower. We have a couple things halted. In VCT halted to the downside. Oh, I think I traded this one yesterday, or tried to at least. No, I didn't. And we have PLSE halted to the downside as well. It's kind of red today. How's the RSI looking on everything? We got some low RSI on Lucid. Lucid looks like we could possibly get a bounce here. Coming into yesterday's low. Did we break yesterday's low? We did. We do have this. Maybe looking for a nice bounce. The implied volatility is pretty high. Not looking to catch it though. Just because that implied volatility. We have some Neo calls. Implied volatility is still up there, 30. Everything's kind of dumping off. 19 VLDR. VLDR at 19 for the RSI. We're kind of bull flagging, or bear flagging, excuse me. Looking for the break. Well, on the tick chart, it looks like this trend line is about to get broken. Not a huge fan of tick chart trend lines. Shiba, get it now. Be rich in 5 years. Shiba's not going to be around in 5 years. Sorry to tell you that, but Shiba will not be around in 5 years. Neither will Dogecoin. Oh, we VLDR broke out of the trend line on the tick chart, looking to crack here at 473. 473. Let's see if we have some big sellers. Don't really have some big sellers at the area. Well, let's see if we can oh, but we cracked it already. Doesn't matter. Already come back for a retest at 473, 472, break down, nice false breakout to the upside. It's fine by me. Not taking anything yet. SOPA, nice pop. Maybe a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern here. Nice, maybe red to green move. Open range breakout. Oh, there's a nice break in the high. Broke lower for UCL. VLDR. Guys, right now we're just sitting on our hands waiting for a good opportunity. Don't really see anything. We have SOPA. This is one that we're watching. We had a nice bounce off the 20 or the 90 MA, but we're off the 200 SMA as well in the 5-minute, it looks like. Lucky block. You guys could like the stream, I'd appreciate it. We have PLSE unhalted. Halted again to the downside, it looks like, or it's about to get halted. Not a huge fan. We have UCLA or UCL dumping. VLDR not touching it. SOPA is probably my top stock to watch. Eyes is a little bit too choppy for me. So SOPA is my top stock to watch currently. Let me go ahead and load up my load of symbols to sells. There we go. SOPA. Top stock to watch. Up top. Why the hell does it give me on multiple different... I don't know. But it works. Yeah, SOPA. Nice 1-minute candle. Could be a nice flag here. Let's actually jump over to the 1 minute and look for a flag, because I kind of want to catch this move. Come on, another decreasing volume pullback. I know you want to. I know you want to. There it is. Buy there. 50. Oh, we want volume to start stepping in here. Volume doesn't start stepping in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Nope. Nope. Don't like that. It was a little bit more. I only went in with a small position. Let's see what happens here. I was looking for a bounce, but I did not get the bounce that I was wanting. Let's go ahead and use a Fibonacci retracement here. Bounce down to the 50%. I think I'm going to risk 22 till 22. Because I do think we have room back up to these highs at 480. Risk below 20. Entry is at 35. Right now, I'm risking around 3%. Winning with a small position. Going to look to add in more. And then I think we have room back up to the highs. We're at this level. I mean, we do have this decreasing volume. Pulling back. There's the pop. I missed the rest of the entry. I missed the rest of the entry. Looking for a nice... This pullback does not look nice. This pullback does not look good at all. I might go ahead and... I only went in with very, very small positioning. Didn't get my full size. I'm going to go ahead and take some profits off the table because I didn't capitalize on this move. I got too scared. Good morning, Yasmin. I got too scared on this pullback here. Didn't scale in with the rest of my position. So I wasn't able to actually capitalize on this whole move. Going to go ahead and sell more there. Have 50 shares left on the table. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. Only winning 150 shares. Was looking to go in with around 500. I bought 150 at 430. That was a very good 10 cents right there. Perfect 10 cents, and it looks like it's about to rip. Coming into VWAP here, we did make a new high, and we're continuing to make a new high. And again, scaling out is too much. Are you watching XELA? XELA. What's any news? $1 trillion mega trends. Exxon, plant-based foods. XELA cements Europe presence with purchase of headquarters in Ireland. So that's actually good to watch. I'm going to keep it on my watch list, but right now I'm not currently watching. It seems like I'm going to stick with the SOPA at the moment. So there was a very, very nice bounce. Wasn't able to capitalize it fully. It's unfortunate. If you guys could like the stream, I'd appreciate it on TikTok. And if you guys are, come over to YouTube. Now, this could be a nice potential pullback. Maybe enter with a nice, if we see a very nice decreasing volume, I want to see a pullback down to around 41, risking below these lows. Risking below these lows. Wasn't able to capitalize on it. I was thinking that this is going to be, we have a nice pivot low here, very high volume on the tick charts, sorry. Decreasing volume with an inside bar, potentially. We'll look for the break. Wasn't able to capitalize on it at around 443. Looking for it to continue to break higher. Let's see if we can crack VWAP here. Win new high, pulled back. Maybe a nice double top here. If we can't crack 455 right now, there it is. I missed my entry coming back, retesting. Guys, this is a very, very choppy stock. I'm not liking it at the moment. I got my entry, got my exit. Wasn't able to capitalize on it, but I was able. It's unfortunate. Yep, there it is. Very, very choppy. That's very unfortunate. I would consider this is a very good sign that we're very bearish. It's a good sign that we're bearish for SOPA. SOPA is also coming in onto the 50 SMA. We're also coming into on the daily. Not really. I mean, we do have that. I think we're chilling on the daily for SOPA for a while. We're just coming into some intraday resistance. I'm not a huge fan of this rising wedge. I do think we're going to come down lower. We have ESGC. That's a stock split. What's going on with everything else? SOPA is really the only one that's running at the moment. It's not even running. It's just kind of moving sideways. Not a huge fan of it. I will take my $15, I guess, off of $600. $600 maybe. And it's continuing to break. This SOPA is a choppy. We've decreasing volume to the upside. That's telling me that this trend is weak. Now we're having an increasing volume on a lower spread. That's telling me that we're going to continue lower, or we're going to move lower or start reversing lower. We'll have to see what this candle does when it closes. We have 25 seconds left. What does the bid and ask with the numbers next to it mean? Man, SOP is still ripping. I took some heat initially, but I got out. Took some heat initially. We're coming into some resistance. This is this is weird. Couple signals, very high volume shooting star candle, broke above the high, pulled back, continuing to move, then high volume on a low spread with an upper wick, boom, then continue to move back. There's so many, it's just like, whoa. I mean, if we break above this level and continue to rip, honestly, I think we might get halted. Halt level to the upside right now is at $5. That's a little bit steep, but we'll see. We'll see if this continues. We're above that level. Let's see if we start to see stacking. If we start to see some stacking here, I think I'm gonna actually jump in here. But I'm not only gonna do if we see some stacking. We need to break 5. We need to break 5 here. We should start seeing stacking. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. Let's see if I can get in here. See if I can get in. Probably won't be able to. Probably won't be able to. But we'll see. Wasn't able to get in. But SOPA's halted to the upside. I sold those shares way too early. My stop should have been at break even at 34. Never came back and stopped me. I got greedy. I got greedy. What's your game plan? Just make some money. Ideally, we're looking at SOPA. SOPA is halted. We're going to be live here in around 5 minutes. I'm going to get the exact time here in a sec. And then we are going to try to trade this. I tried to hop in because I saw stacking on the level 2. Wasn't able to. And then we do have some resistance at 566. Some overhead resistance as well. Okay, we broke above that level. I mean, we're going to have some room up here. I mean, I'm really looking for... I don't like that we have bids at 412. I'm not a huge fan of that. Let's go and get the ask. What's the ask? We have the ask for SOPA at, okay, 513. Now, SOPA will be live. Well, SOPA was halted at 9:47:43 or 34. So we're going to be live at 9:52:34. 9:52:34 for SOPA to be unhalted. And we're going to look to catch this actually over and just continue to rip here. Do you teach stocks to beginners? I go live every once in a while, and I'm partnered with Alpha Day Trading. Alpha Day Trading teaches stocks to beginners, and just all around the globe, whatever your experience level is. So yeah, you can come into my YouTube, and I'll explain what I'm looking for. You can ask me any questions, why I think a certain way, what is my strategy, so yeah, I mean, just if you come over, and TikTok, it's kind of hard because I have to turn around and look at my chat room, but when you're on YouTube, you can just come over, ask any questions, and just see how I trade and see how I operate. All right, guys. We have around 2 minutes left. Screw it. I'm going to go with 300 shares. I'm going to look for a nice bounce, a nice pop back down, and then a nice rip up, probably sell into 550. 550 is going to be a nice level for me. I'm going to sell into 550 and sell into 565, as these are both key levels. Sell into this area as well. So we have a lot of overhead resistance, but it's pretty far away. So I'm going to just sell, have those levels noticeable. So if I do actually jump in here, I'm going to know where to actually take some profit. Now, again, let's say you have 300 on the table, scale out of that as it's going up. If you do get filled. Now, a halt strategy is very, very risky. It's very quick. Sometimes it doesn't work all the time. If you want it to gap up, pull back, fill you at the halt level, fills you at the halt level, then it continues to rip to the upside. Now, SOPA, I don't really see any news. I don't see any news. Now, the volume is there. Volume's around 4x, it looks like. All right, guys, we're going to be live here in around 34 seconds. Here we go. 34 seconds, team. We're at 5. Let's see. Live at 9:52:37 or 34, excuse me. So we're on 10 seconds. I want it to go above 525 ideally. And should be now. Did not get filled. Gonna go ahead and delete that. I could have gotten filled. Would have gotten, yeah, don't. Oh man, I missed that entry right there, but it's so risky buying off. We had the pump and then the dump. Looks like we're getting just back demolished. Boom. So you never know where it's going to go. When it's always coming back and retesting that halt level, trying to see how the buyers are. Are the buyers strong? Are they not? Looks like the buyers are losing steam though. Would like to see a nice pullback to the 920 EMA. Buyers are trying to hold this up, but it doesn't look good. We're seeing decreasing volume, but it is. Buyers are now starting to pop in. Buyers are now starting to pop in off the halt level. You could have nice scalped that for 15 cents or so, risking less than 5. So that would have been a great risk to reward trade. Look for a nice pop here. Could be forming a nice cup and handle, but I don't like that overall volume. Very indecisive right now. Very, very indecisive. Boom, and there was the crack to the downside. Yeah, coming right into that resistance level at 550. That's what I would be selling. Looking for the nice pullback here. Maybe room back up to 540. Maybe room back up to 540. I want to see decreasing volume here. Nice bounce off 467. Nice. So come back at a retest. Nice bounce off VWAP. I'm really going to be looking to buy somewhere in this zone from 488 to around 478. What? I meant to do this zone. Somewhere in here, around 488 to around 780. So somewhere in that zone, looking to buy. And my stop loss is going to be like under 475. Like 470. So looking for it to come down a little bit lower here. Looking for it to come down a little lower. We had a nice bounce off that area. I want to see it come down and touch VWAP. I want to see it come down and touch VWAP. We have more room. If it comes down and touches VWAP here, boom, there we go. Come down a little bit more. Come down a little bit more. Come down and touch VWAP. Damn, I think I missed the entry. Looking for it to pull back just a little bit more. Come on, I know you want to come back to VWAP. I'm moving this down just a little bit more because I want to hold this. I want it to pull back more. If it doesn't pull back more, I'm not going to enter. I want this to be a good entry. I'm not risking a lot. Just a little bit more. I know you want to pull back to 480. I know you want to pull back to 480. We're going to go ahead and add at 482. Doesn't look like it's going to pull back, though. It looks like it might bounce right off the... Look, it does look like it's going to buy markets. Alt-M, Control-M. Could have a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern on the tick chart. Let's see what happens. We need strategy, not play-by-play. Well, this is not me teaching you as a strategy. This is me living. This is me trading play-by-play as I see it. So this is not the place for me to be teaching you a strategy. If you want, we can set up some date where I can go live and teach you as a strategy. But right now, that is not what I'm doing. I'm looking for SOPA to pull back into this range a little bit more. I took my profits too early, and just got greedy. So, would have been a better trade, but you never know what's gonna happen. Should have took half, moved my stop to break even, let the rest run, and scaled out into resistance. Getting a nice pop here for SOPA. I want it to come down into this level. And again, guys, for SOPA, there's not much news. We have a lot of volume, and that's about it. But we are getting a pop off this level, off the 90 EMA. Wasn't able to capitalize on it. Again, I got a little too greedy. Again, just not looking for it to be most optimal. Would have been up like 20 cents or so. Not a huge fan of SOPA. I mean, I am, but like, it's just not something that I particularly like. What's about EXLA? No. Eyes? No. SOPA, it's still ripping up light volume. Let's see if we can actually crack this 544 level. Halt level's at 550. It looks like we're coming into some resistance with some sellers. That would have been a very, very good trade. You're risking around 12 cents to possibly get 40 cents. That was a great trade, but didn't capitalize on it. Again, I got too greedy, wanted it to come down a little bit more. So that's on me. Got a little too greedy, but it's okay. Broke a new high. Halt levels at 565. Let's see if this starts to stack. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. It starts to stack. Starting to stack. Let's see if I can get in. Doesn't look like I'll be able to. Nope, wasn't able to. Guys, that would have been a very, very good... That would have been a very, Very good trade if I was able to get in there. There's 2 times already now where I was able to just catch the bottom. I did actually catch the bottom off the 90 mid, but I decided to move my zone down, which is unfortunate. So there's one, come up into halt, pull back, come up into a halt. Again, after the second halt, I'm not going to take this. I mean, I am going to take it for the halt strategy, but I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take after the halt strategy. I'm going to have to see what happens after then because it gets a little sketchy and see where it halts. I would like to see it at least gap up above 590. If we can gap up above 590, that would be ideal. But we will see what happens. Coming into that resistance, yeah. That's unfortunate, guys. Guys and gals. SOPA is a low float. Should have jumped in, but didn't. Again, here's perfect trade. Nice bounce. After it hits it's continuing to move. After at break even, I mean, you're risking around 3%. So at 3% or 4%, you take half. Let the rest ride. Could have been a very good trade. Could have caught it for 70 cents, but wasn't able to. That's twice today. That's twice. Yesterday I missed it. I had the trade plan. I don't know what it was. Missed like 5 points. Then this one I missed really 64. Not 64 points, 64 cents. So that's a lot. There would have been, those are 2 great trades. Just got too greedy when it came down, got too scared. Wanted it to come down a little bit more before the pop. So we'll see what happens here. Again, this was halted at 10:31. So we're going to be live at 10:05:31. SOPA. Let's see it. I mean, if it cracks above these highs, we're going to see it rip up to potentially 7. And then we have this moving average at 8. We have this moving average at 750. Then we have 8, 9, and 10 as psychological support or resistance. And SOPA will be live here in around a minute and a half. SOPA will be live in a minute and a half. Thank you for the likes. All right. We're gonna be live here in a. Sorry, I don't know how close my mic is. All right. Be live here at 10:05:31. We're gonna be live here in around 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds. Sorry, 30. Now we're going to be live in 10 seconds, less than that. Want to see gap up above 580. Want to see gap up above 580. No. Glad I didn't get filled. Glad I didn't get filled at the top. Would have been down immediately at 4 or 5%, or 3-4%, excuse me. Got pulled back. Again, this has no news, so it shouldn't be halting twice in a row like this. UCLA or UCL 180 VLDR looks like it could be starting to round off, maybe room back up to 460. Stops would have to be below the intraday low, so you're risking 10 cents in order to gain around 30 or less. If you can catch it, nice bounce off. Might look to start scaling in here. Looking for a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern. VLDR. Maybe room back up to, yeah. See what happens. Dumping harder, but my stops are at 426, a new low a day. Only went in with a small position. Light volume. Want to see a higher low, double bottom. Room back up to 450. Our goal is 450. That's what we're going to be looking for. Want to see a higher low here. Now I'm going to see, okay, so we're seeing a double bottom. Now I want to see a candle formation. I'm going to go ahead and get this ready just in case it breaks the low. Just to cut it for me. I want to see some volume start to step in here into this area. We are very, very light volume, very, very light. Our RSI is very, very low on the 5 minute at 21. Very, very low. Looking for a nice inside candle here. Maybe a nice bounce. Looking for around looking for a nice bounce here. Go ahead and cut it if we break a new low here. I'll cut it if we get a new low. Right now I'm risking around 7 cents. Looking to gain 14 or more. This is a 2-to-1 ratio. And as it breaks new highs, I'm going to move my stop to break even and continue to. Ideally, we're going to see this come back to, we can see that the volume is lower than the previous candle, but we'll see if it can start to get some more. No, it's not. I want to see this start to move. We have an inside candle on 1 minute potentially. Looking for a 5 minute. This could just be a bear flag. We might have entered a little bit too early, but looking for a nice double bottom here for the move higher on the 1 minute. I have my stop at break. I have my stop at low a day, or 1 cent below low a day. Might move it up to just maybe get triggered quicker. Possibly an inside candle, looking for a nice bounce. Would like to see it break 432. Would like to see it break 432. Ideally here, we can break 432. There it is. That's good. That's good. We're getting that volume. We're getting a little bit of volume. Right now we're still indecisive. Very indecisive. We want to see this start to crack. Looks like we might look to break this downtrend, I believe. I mean, on the tick chart, it looks better. Let's see if we can break it. I mean, break this downtrend. I think we have room back up to 450. 450 is going to be my target. There we go. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. I'm just going to let it be, though. Looks like we are going to come down lower. Gearing up to break lower. Anything can happen here. We got rejected off there. Would like to see us hold above this low. Let's see what is happening. Back up at 431. That rejected off a nice fake out there. On VLDR. Two of news, but they've been dumping off. This is a nice support level. I don't really see it. I mean, we have some at 420, 430. But it does look like we are going to come down lower. We don't have much support there. I was just looking for the double bottom. We still have the double bottom confirmed, but... Okay, here we go. We need it to start pumping here. If it doesn't start to pump here, I'm going to cut it. Doesn't start to pump here, I'm going to cut it. Looks like the buyers are going to be losing steam. I want it to break above this previous high. Breaks above 433, 431. I'm moving my stop up because I don't want to get stopped out here. This is or should I be a little patient with it? Might be just a little bit more patient with it. Nope, should have been. And looks like I'm about to get stopped out. Sold there for a small loss. Wanted to keep my gains. I think it's going to crack lower. Yep, there it is. Cracked lower. All right, I do think I'm going to cut the live stream here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Done. I'm going to get some food, run some errands, and I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Again, 9 will be it'll be a short stream tomorrow because I'm going snowboarding, so I'll be streaming. If I see anything, I might leave up scanners so you can get it, Yasmin, if you're pop in. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.